And the way human beings cover their blind spots is with other people. That's our nature, is to surround ourselves with the right people so they can see things that we cannot. Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why I get your feedback. That's the reason why I get everybody's feedback is we don't know what our blind spots are because you might think that you're going the right direction. You might know a lot more than others in certain areas, but then simple things can be missed very, very easily. It's crazy. And then I learned this from some of the best leaders is that they try to cover their blind spots. And the way human beings cover their blind spots is with other people. That's our nature, is to surround ourselves with the right people so they can see things that we cannot. That's the Some of the best leaders have realized that is to surround themselves with people who can support them, protect them, help them grow and move the mission forward. But any big thing from building business, community to growing a family, all that's none of that stuff you can do alone, or you can't do it alone well. People have all kinds of ideas about like an intimate relationship, but if you don't have feedback from your wife, you're screwed pretty much because you're operating in a vacuum. Same thing, if you don't have feedback from your friends and family, you don't understand. It's more important how they're viewing you is very, very important because there's a reason why they're viewing you a certain way. And that could be positive or negative, and then you can make a decision as to, okay, what matters to me. So as an example, I can tell you 98% of the people around me, they think my thinking is weird. But in the meantime, they get surprised that I get results. But also in the meantime, I know that I struggle with normal types of thinking. So I rely on them to understand the normal rituals of our culture and other things because I can't make sense of it to begin with. When like you're looking for data and your mind will not be able to see all the data. This is where people get to a certain point in their life, they get confused, they get surprised. Why doesn't anybody respect me? You never asked for feedback all along the way. You realize that 10 years later and everybody else was constantly trying to give you feedback. And the hardest part of it is you have to kind of pause on your ego, be like, because it doesn't feel good. A lot of the feedback does not feel good half the time. So this how we I think especially the more, and this is why the world is moving more towards collaborative type of leadership. There is a place for assertive leadership because there's more complexity. You need more people's perspective. The more complex things get, the more feedback you need in the